Free ball, Nittany Lions. Glass to Megan Hodge. It's over. The Penn State Nittany Lions are the 2007 national champions. Krista's gonna set it. Fawcett running in, off the block. The national championship for the second year in a row goes to a perfect Penn State Nittany Lion team, 38-0. Glass on the overpass. Wilson outside the Hodge. Penn State showing the heart of a Lion. Comes from 0-2 down to win its third championship in a row.
One of the more incredible volleyball matches ever seen. Penn State, 3 titles in a row. They now have 4. They are on the heels of the Stanford, Cardinal, Nebraska, UCLA SC, Hawaii, and Long Beach State with 3. Welcome back, Holly McPeak. Penn State, can they make it 4?
It's going to be tough. This is definitely a rebuilding year. They lost 2 great players in Glass and Megan Hodge. I think it's going to be very tough. I think there's other teams who have a lot of upperclassmen, a lot of experience, who are really more of the favorites this year.
And I know there's so much parity in women's volleyball, especially this year. Illinois had a huge win over Penn State. As we look at the top 10, Stanford right now seems to be the best team.
I think Stanford's a team to beat. We've seen some great performances from Florida. Illinois has been super impressive. They've had some injuries. One of their top players out with mono. They've been threatening all season long, and I think they'll be great at the end.
And I know a team you saw last week, USC, is young and big, not a senior on the squad.
I was really impressed with USC. They've got a lot of weapons, a lot of size, 10 girls 6'2" or over, but also 10 girls who can pass the ball. So I was really impressed. They pass the ball extremely well, lots of offensive weapons. I think because they're young, they're going to improve as the season goes on.
That's the national scene right there with Stanford at number 1. But we have more volleyball to be played right here at New Mexico State as Hawaii leads 2-0. We'll be back in a moment. Hawaii leading New Mexico State by a score of 2-0. We want to welcome in the head coach for New Mexico State, Mike Jordan. Mike, what'd you tell the ladies at the intermission?
Well, Geeter, we got to show a little bit of heart. I mean, they're playing great defense. We've bombed some balls at them, and they come back. And, you know, they're a better ball control team than we are. They're winning the long rallies, and we're just going to have to find a way to win a few more of them and hopefully side out a little bit more efficiently. But, you know, we're doing a lot of good things. We're hanging in there, and then they go on a point run, and we kind of lose some confidence. And we've got the people to get it done. We just got to play better.
Is passing the key? You guys need to get the ball to Kelsey Brennan.
Yeah, and it's not just the serve receive occasionally. We've been okay there at times, and we have little lulls, but it's the ball control and the easy balls. We've probably had 5 or 6 easy digs that we dug poorly and got bad swings on. So we just got to take care of that stuff. You can't do that against Hawaii.
Hey, thanks, Mike. We really appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Geeter.
There's our stats, Holly, and hitting percentage just jumps at you and slaps you, doesn't it?
Well, 388, it's like a batting average. 388 is great. 0.72, not so good. And they talked about getting Kelsey Brennan the ball, Whitney Woods and Kaylee Giddens. They've only got 7 balls to Brennan in the middle, and she's one of their big guns.
Our stars. Danielson, 6 kills, only hitting 158, so New Mexico State doing a pretty good job against her.
They are. You know, Hawaii digs so many balls that Kanani Danielson for Hawaii doesn't get perfect swings every time. Giddens, .077. The block is waiting for her every time.
Chris McGee along with Holly McPeak in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Battle in the WAC. Number 6 in the country, Hawaii, leading 2-0 over New Mexico State. Maeda with a pass. Beautiful high bump set. And Phillips, who's been strong today, lets that one get away. Remember, she just joined the team 10 days ago.
You're right, she's just getting into the groove of playing. She helped step back on the team when Stephanie Ziegler, who took a lot of the passing role, broke her leg in the preseason.
Giddens, heavy heat, great dig. Ka'ahue, back to Satelli, and she puts it away. Her 8th kill, she leads in that category. in the match.
Number 11 for Hawaii is getting a lot of swings and has been very effective tonight.
Tight ball, Hewitt unable to close and seal, so Woods gets a kill. That'll be her 6th.
Whitney Woods, 23 and white, is very dynamic. She really gets up and is able to just sneak that ball inside the block for New Mexico State.
Beautiful backslide from off the net against the flow. Hewitt puts it away. Kill number 5.
Hawaii's doing a good job spreading out their offense, getting all the hitters involved. There you saw Hewitt, number 4 in green, get the kill for Hawaii.
Veteran physical leader. Danny Mafua, the setter. Oh, back bump set. And Danielson sends it wide.
I like what New Mexico State did on that play. They controlled the ball very well, were able to run their middle twice, and it turns out they win the rally.
Two serving 3. Maeda, quick set, pushed with the left hand by Hewitt.
That's what good middle blockers do. It's hard to set that low, quick ball to your hitter. And this one gets a little bit past Hewitt, but she uses her left hand and knows where to throw it down.
You make a great point, partner. It's not about bombing the ball every single time. You can get them out of system or get them off balance by being able to push, and then when you have that seam, bomb it.
Absolutely. A quick ball to the floor is what counts.
Top spin jumping. Phillips. Kelsey Brennan, you mentioned it to Coach Jordan. Right there, they got their middle involved. She puts it away.
New Mexico State's passing the ball a lot better. They're able to use their middles. We've seen probably 3 or 4 middle attacks since this third set started, and that's what we need to see from them.
New Mexico State, 4 first-team all-WAC players return this year. Giddens, Brennan, DeVries, and Woods. Firepower is there. That is such a good shot to zone 1 deep in the corner where nobody plays defense.
I love that swing by Brittany Hewitt. Nice high contact, and she finds the open corner. Watch how high she contacts it, right in the corner where nobody is.
Service error goes long, so point to New Mexico State, 4-5. Rocio Gutierrez, freshman. Weber from 8 feet off. Great dig, Kaihue. Phillips directing traffic, comes in. That ball is just wide. Perfect positioning by the Hawaii defense. If you're in a good spot, you can see if that ball's going out or not.
You're right. Kaylee Giddens just trying to hammer that ball cross court, missing it a little bit wide. Hawaii's defense set her up to hit that ball wide.
Holly, that's as good as a block, right?
Absolutely.
Net violation.
New Mexico State really pushing their pass up to the net. I like that, but that time a little bit too close to the net. Setter Jenna DeVries touched the net trying to save the ball.
Telly, jump serve. Weber up and over down the line.
It starts with a great one-arm stab by the libero for Hawaii, Elizabeth Kaihue, number 7. Phenomenal dig. They're able to run a nice transition set, and the kill goes to Weber.
Mafua digs it goes back to Weber. She's dug. Out of the back row. Rally continues. Brennan to the back line, just long.
Kelsey Brennan's getting some nice looks offensively. That time, barely missed that ball line. past the back line.
That's one of the scoring runs that Coach Jordan was talking about at the intermission. Hawaii is on one now. They lead 9-4. We'll be back in a moment. We're back with Hawaii leading 9-4 over New Mexico State. Chris McGee along with Holly McPeak. ESPNU's coverage of college football continues Thursday. The Hampton Pirates take on the Delaware State Hornets. College football prime time, presented by McDonald's on ESPNU and ESPNU HD Thursday. In trouble, not able to pass. First ball contact. In Hawaii, leading 10-4. They're on a 5-0 run. Quick set, it's inside. Wonderful tip shot falls for Giddens.
I like New Mexico State. They mixed it up. It started with a good pass. They run Kaylee Giddens inside, which opens up that super short tip back to the line.
Weber out on the left, Hartung in the middle. They go to Weber. Free ball. Hartung. Hartung delivers down the line.
Beautiful connection between Danny Mafua and freshman Emily Hartung. This is nice. Look at this. This is transition. Perfect pass from Danielson. Back set down the line by Hartung. Nice execution by Hawaii.
Great footwork by Hartung. Got to the great spot on the floor, and then boom, she's gone to the pin. Winding up and swinging as hard as she can from the hip. Giddens with a kill.
She's trying to find a way to get a kill against Hawaii. They're irritating in that respect because they're great blockers and they're so scrappy defensively.
Overpass, Scott. And it goes long. They make you work. Somehow they just get balls up, even on overpasses.
How about that? Kanani Danielson, 5 for Hawaii, makes an unusual pass here over the net, sets up New Mexico State, and they hit it out.
Ball hit wide. I'm going to give you a stat, Holland. From 1988 to 2006, Hawaii won 114 WAC games. Excuse me, 98. That's a lot of games. 114. New Mexico State broke it. They won in 5 here in Las Cruces. That's 7 years, 361 days. That's incredible.
Total domination.
Ten kills for Giddens. Off-speed roll shot to the Garden Falls. Log on to Facebook today, search ESPNU and become a fan. Post your women's volleyball photos and comments. Show us your school pride on ESPNU Facebook. Get on there, Holly.
I will.
Tough low serve. And Woods hits it wide. Errors killing the Aggies, 15-7.
Nice set to Whitney Woods. She's all or nothing. She's a high flyer that time, not hitting any hands off the block for Hawaii, missing it wide.